Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is Tuesday, August 1st. Happy birthday to my my cousin. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. My cousin is his birthday is on August 1st. Yeah, Leos. You gotta love Leo. Sorry, I got a nephew that's a Leo. Got my brother that's a Leo. It's just cool peoples. If I can, I'm not really like astrology. I will read them, but love you, cuz happy birthday. All right, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. Yo, um, as y'all probably can see, the title of this episode is Where Can the Love Start? And I'm doing this on the heels of hearing like a rapper that I grew up listening to, one of his sons passing away due to gun violence in the city of Philadelphia. And it hits different. You know what I'm saying? It hits different because you don't want to see a father carrying his son's casket. It's supposed to be the other way around. And prematurely, there's been so much violence, not just in Philly, but in different inner city neighborhoods and things like that. And I feel like some of these kids just are growing up with the certain music or certain mindset of the culture that they think is cool or some dumb shit like that. So I'm really hoping that I really wish that we never have to deal with shit like this. You know what I mean? Rest in peace and long live cheese, man. It's sad. It's really sad to know you can be so prominent in the city. You can be all the rest of this. The problem is that it takes one bullet to get you out of here, man. And I really do, keep their family in my prayers, and hopefully that it seems like he's not bouncing back, but this has to be the hardest part of his life. You know what I mean? Like, I liked what Meek Mill said on $1 million worth of game. He said, I'm sick of seeing mothers crying. He said, I don't want to make anybody's mother cry. He said, because I don't want my mother crying. And I like that. I wish more people had that thought process of, I don't want to see someone's mother crying over a casket. I don't want to see a father being a pallbearer to their son's funeral. I don't want to see that. I don't want to be I don't want to be not just see it. I don't want to be the one to cause that. And maybe that's because I'm 34, and the music that really inspired me, like I listened to Tupac and I listened to Biggie and all of them. You know what I mean? I listened to gangster rap, in NWA and all the rest of that, and it did inspire me. It inspired me a lot. It inspired, it did. It definitely molded me in some ways, you know. But at the same time, I think what makes me different from most is that I had a strong family values behind us, and we was always connected. Even when we was living in Philly and in Pennsauken, we still had a strong family connection. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was watching each other's back, especially on the block. And it just seems like that ain't there anymore. That block mentality, that everybody taking care of everybody else mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I like calling the podcast, like, if you're part of the podcast fandom, or you just part of the, you love the podcast, you're a neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can come over, borrow some sugar. You know what I'm saying? We have a block party, somebody cooking out, the fucking fire department opens up the fire hose, something. It seems like we're getting further and further away from that, and it sucks because, I'm so far removed from that place. I guess that's why I don't understand, maybe. But or also because I'm older, maybe that's because I understand and while I was growing up and I was being molded, like the violence really wasn't the thing. Like I watched The Wire when I was, in my teens. You know what I'm saying? It's like like I can live vicariously through watching TV, probably. Like that's pretty much what I don't think these kids want. And I don't mean to say that. I don't think these youngins want to like younger generation, they don't want to live vicariously through people. They're seeing them making a bunch of money just doing videos and like the most simple. It's crazy because people are making millions and millions on the most simplest things, and it looks like it's easy. But like, I understand. Like, I listen to King Vaughn. I guess I see it differently than this younger generation. For me, when I listen to King Vaughn, I know they say like most of the stuff that he did was that was shit was real. But when I listen to his music, I guess I listen to music for the music and not, trying to live a lifestyle that I definitely cannot attain. That I definitely will probably never, I'm not probably not a lifestyle I'll never live. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to his music for the storytelling. I love it. I love the storytelling. Dude could like rest in peace to him. He could tell a fucking story, man. Oh my goodness. Now, were they real? Hey, look, I don't know. It's allegedly they were real, but most of the time listening to it, like the way he structures the story while rapping, that shit is inspiring, dog. And I can see why some of these kids maybe think that it's real to them because the way he explains his stories is like you're there. And I just want it to be, I just want y'all to understand you're not there. I'm letting you know you're not there. You don't want to be there. Why you want to live behind bars? Why you want somebody to tell you when you can piss, when you can sleep? Oh my goodness, that hurt. I just had to I had some weird shit in my nose. You know, you don't. That's what you want. You want a needle going into your arm that puts you to sleep for the rest of your life. You want your mother, your family to find out that you are a monster. Do you want to watch I don't give a fuck who your op is or all the rest of this bullshit. Nigga, what are you doing? It's not worth it. At the end of the day, what respect do you have? They gonna name a block after you? That's the respect you want. You want you want your legacy that you want your legacy to be on a t-shirt. You want your legacy to be behind a fucking bars. All because you feel like you can do the same thing that them dudes in Chicago, New York, LA, Philly, all these places. You feel like that you think that's the life. Always looking over your shoulder. You think that's the cool life? You always, man, you always gotta have your hand on the pistol because you never know. Because that one car could be the one that ends your life because you killed so and so's cousin last week or one of their best friends last week or just be part of the gang. You killed one of them. You need that. You have to feel that sweat going down your hands and the nervousness going down your in your body. I don't think you want that, man. I really don't. Hold on. Okay. I don't think anybody wants that. That ain't the life to live, man. Stress give you gray hairs. Early, premature gray hairs. I'm asking the youth to listen to this clearly, man. You don't want to live that life of thinking that violence is the only way to get through some shit. It ain't. Ain't never been. That's how the cavemen had to get around. We ain't fucking cavemen. I'm just asking the youth and everybody, man, please take care of each other. Please start helping each other. It's okay to say I love you to someone. It's fine. Love you, man. Love you too. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. That's where that hating shit stops. The walking around with a toting the Glock and glizzy and all the rest of that. Some of y'all think y'all actually built for that shit. And you're not. You want look, I like what Wallow said. I'm sorry, I know I keep going back to $1 million worth of game, but I like what Wallow said. How many years you got in you? What? What the fuck does that mean? How many years you got in you? You got 5? You got 5 to 10? 20 to 25? 20 to life? How many years you got in you? When you go behind them bars. Lights out. 23 and 1. You know what 23 and 1 is? 23 and 1 is that you in a motherfucking cell for 23 hours. You only get 1 hour of rec time per day. And you feel that freedom that you have? You become a property. You know this? Yeah, y'all don't know this. Some of you don't understand. When you go to jail, you become property. AKA you become a slave again. That's jail. Oh, you think I'm kidding? I've said this before on the podcast. I'll say it again. The numbers that they put on your chest, the numbers, you become a number. You don't become who you are. You become a number. You're not human anymore. You're state property. That's what you is. The 13th Amendment allows you freedom, allows everyone freedom. Now, really, all men are created equal. All men are free under the law. That's 13th Amendment. There's a little part in the 13th Amendment that some of y'all don't read. Some of y'all haven't read. Some of y'all don't understand. There's a little part. Just a little, it's like a sentence. If you are incarcerated, you become practically a slave again. Practically. And the only reason why I'm saying practically is because I know people that's been to jail and they get, they do like little job. They do jobs here and there. They get like what, 12, 15 cents per day or some shit. You want that? You want that? I'm mad. I'm angry about the wage I'm getting, but shit, man, like, shit, I ain't trying to get no 15 cents for fucking hard labor. You can kiss my ass on that one, Jack. I'm just asking, man. I know I'm saying this in very negative light, but it needs to be told. It needs to be heard. Because I don't think some of y'all understand the consequences. There's consequences to the shit that them motherfuckers is rapping about. There's consequences to the lifestyle that you see on TV. There's consequences to that shit. Listen to watch they clone Tyrone. They're making money off of you. They were hoping. People are hoping that you fuck up. They're hoping that you fuck up. So they can make a buck out of you. Because prison is a private institution. Did you know that too? Motherfuckers are making money off you for fucking being incarcerated. But to becoming state property, motherfuckers is making money off of you. Billionaires. They made billions, maybe even trillions. But you over here talking about, man, I got ops. You live in the fucking suburbs. Okay? Some of you live in the suburbs. Some of you, I understand, you might live in the inner city. There's some shit you got to do to get. There's too many fucking apps out there now to be poor. To not at least get enough money to like put food on your table. There's too many apps now. Like literally, you can go on an app and make like $50. I mean, understandably, maybe you don't have a phone bill. Hey, all right, maybe you don't have a phone bill. Okay, that's understandable. I can see you on that one. There's too many ways to make money now, man. There's too many ways to handle opposition. Why can't we choose that path? The path where we don't have to there's no coming back from taking someone's life. There's no redemption. There's no anything. That's the end. Finito. The ending. Fin. I never understood that part of my, I'm sorry, but my culture. I don't understand that part. I've never understood it. Like, now I understand some people gotta do certain shit that I don't mean to say I understand, but I can see where somebody can say I need to do something the ski mask way. But like Pac said, I made me what you say, I made me some cash today, but you did it in a sleazy way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. I do not condone I do not condone criminal behavior. I never will. But like, there's a different way. Why get also you become a felon? You know what I'm saying? Even when you get out of jail, it's gonna be harder for you to be able to make money. It sucks. It sucks because jail and prison is supposed to be a rehabilitation rehab, practically a rehab center, and it does not do that. Some of you, some of you, even out there today, have pulled that trigger and regretted it as soon as you did it. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, as a friend of yours, because I don't know you, but I'm your friend, and I'm telling you the truth right now. This is me telling you the hard fucking truth. Find another way, man. The consequences, I don't think actually, I know you ain't ready for. I know you're not ready for. And then when you go, like, it's just, I don't want that for you. I really don't. I don't want that for you. That life ain't cool, man. It's not. It's, oh man, we got money, but how'd you get it today? Okay, cool. You got that money. You got that whole armband bullshit on your arm. That's cool, man. You got the money bands coming. Yeah, man. No. You know how many motherfuckers make that much money? It's not a high percentage. And you know how many of them motherfuckers actually enjoy that money? Ain't a high percentage. It's not. Sorry to tell you, it's not a high percentage. You want to know why? Most of the motherfuckers that you see do that shit, do all the pointing the gun at the cameras, and you know how many motherfuckers survive that shit? Just get caught with an unlicensed gun. Please stop. Don't even fake it. Don't even joke about it. Don't do any of that shit. I'm just saying. I came this close. I came so close to tweeting. I'm not even gonna lie. If I'm being truthful with y'all, I'm gonna be truthful with y'all. I'm gonna be truthful. I was gonna somebody put, the Jason Aldean song with, do that in a small town. I was gonna tweet, try it's like, look, man, on the other side, try it on North Grad Street and get that and walk down the street, see what happens. See if you make it. Why did that go through my mind? Why? It's just, and I didn't tweet it. I thought about it, but I didn't tweet it. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't condone that. I feel like that should be the last. That should and always should be the last resort, the very last resort. Unless somebody is threatening you inside of your own homestead and threatening your family's life, that's the only time I would definitely agree with it. I wish I could tell people to walk away, but I don't know what the fuck gonna happen if you walk away. Yeah, man. Yeah, you chose love. Yeah, you chose love. It doesn't make you a pussy. In my eyes, it doesn't make you that. You know what that makes? It makes you stronger than everybody else. Like, I have my anger fits. Y'all know me, man. I get mad. When I get mad, I don't want to talk. I can't talk to people. I can't. Sometimes I can't hold my emotions. I hold my emotions on my shoulder. That's my problem. It's something that I've dealt with. I mean, I went to therapy about it. Shit didn't take. All right, but I might need to go back. But I want y'all to literally, like, the kids that are listening to the music today, listen to the music. Don't try to act the shit that you hear on your radios. Please. That's all I'm asking. Please. You're not built for it. I'm putting it out there. You're not built for it. And I'm not challenging you to be built for it. This is not a challenge. This is not me challenging you to do it. This is not. I promise you that shit right now. I am not challenging you to sit there and try. Well, I'm really built. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm telling you, you're not. Please don't try it. It's not worth it. Ain't worth it. You live in a cushy lifestyle right now. You get to go outside. You get to learn shit on your own. You know, you get to learn shit. You got your phone in your hands. You got this, that, and the third. Like, motherfucker, what the fuck are you doing? Your mom's is probably cooking some nice ass meals. Dad probably cooking nice ass. Yeah, you know, everybody coming home happy and shit. Why the fuck would you fuck that up? And I'm saying this to all of you. That's freedom. You know who didn't have the freedom that we get to have today? Our ancestors, our 1865 and older crowd. Them, the 1865 to older crowd. What was it 1867? 18, yeah, it took 2 years. I'm sorry, it took 2 years. My bad. Emancipation Proclamation was written, but 1867 was when the last time the Emancipation Proclamation was read in Gettysburg. My bad. Juneteenth. We all know this. My bad. Sorry. But them and older, and I mean like 1500s and 1400s. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Slavery's still older than America. Them, our ancestors weren't free. They were getting whipped in the back. They had to go pick some cotton. You know what I'm saying? They had to go pick cotton. You know, now I think y'all must think that cotton's cool and like fucking soft and shit like that. Do you know there's like these seeds in there? I think there's like seeds with like thorns and shit that will fuck your hands up until they came up with the cotton gin. And sugar cane work 12, not even 12. You probably work 16, 18 hours per day. Break you like a fucking horse. Tear you from your family. What does that sound like to you? Call you names that you don't want to never be called. Beating the shit out of you. I think I already said that already, but it's cool. I won't say it again. Oh, by the way, you try to run away? Oh, shit. You try to run away? Oh, fuck no. What? Get your foot cut off? Next time, they're gonna kill your wife in front of you, kill your family in front of you. That's slavery. That's slavery. They if you're good, they're gonna keep you alive, but they're gonna fuck you up. You're gonna wish you was dead, but they're gonna keep you alive. What the fuck do you think jail is? What do you think prison is? What do you think watching somebody else's father and mother and family cry over their fucking grave? What do you think that guilt is? You think it's cool? You think the motherfuckers is sitting there like, yeah, man. I know y'all see them. They're talking about, yeah, we smoked the pack. Motherfucker, you know how mentally draining that type of fucking guilt is? That's guilt. That's a facade. Some motherfuckers are actually evil. Let's not get it twisted. Some motherfuckers are actually evil as shit. I'll put that out there. But you ain't. That's a facade, bro. Y'all think what y'all seeing is real. It ain't. It's not something that you want to obtain. Oh man, I got street cred. For what? How much money did that make you today? How much money did street cred make you today? How many of them motherfuckers is going to be carrying your fucking casket? How many? Please tell me. How many of them are going to go to your mother, hug her, tell you, man, he was a good. No. Talk to your dad, shake his hand, hug him. We have to start with love. I don't know where, I don't know how, but we need to start with love. We need to start with empathy. I love you. Thank you. I understand your pain. I see where your pain is coming from. I can understand it. I can do that. I can understand all of that. That's empathy. Yo, man, you shit, man. Y'all hungry, man? Yeah, man. The heat went off today, blah blah blah. It takes a fucking village. That means it starts from the older people going down to the next older people, to the next older people, to the young people, to the younger people, all that shit. I think we're in an age right now where motherfuckers just ain't listening. You need to start listening. Yo, you need to read some history, Jack. I ain't saying go ahead, go out there and go dress in suits and all the rest of that cool shit. I never understood that part. I wear sweatpants and a sweat. I will wear a hoodie and sweatpants, man, before anything, before I wear a fucking suit. I'm sorry. I just can't wear a suit. It's just, I mean, I look sexy in it, of course, but like, we as a community, as a culture, as a community, fuck that. The culture needs to become a fucking community. That's the problem. We have not been a community. Sorry. It's just some of you might think that seeing some of these pictures. Once again, seeing pictures of shit that's fake. Especially at like parties and all that. That shit is fake as fuck. I'm cool on that. I don't give a shit about that. What I care about is boots on the ground. What I care about is fixing the fucking community. Not just fixing it as I need to get this house built or I need to clean the streets. That's part of it. That's straight up part of it. But part of it also is the morale, the fucking mental state that this our culture is in. And it's a fucking chaotic. It's chaotic. It's chaotic as fuck. I love the people that I've met though in my life. I've met all different types of people of this life, motherfucker. I've met gangsters. I met nerds, black nerds, white nerds, Asian nerds. I've met them all. You know what I'm saying? I met country folks from shout out Pungo. These my peoples. So most of them still friends. I'm still best friends with some of them today. I was blessed with that. Man, yo, I wish that more people were blessed to meet others, meet other cultures, and understand like them motherfuckers help each other, bro. They got each other. You know what I mean? Like they might talk shit behind it, but them motherfuckers gonna build them up. We need to start building each other up, man. And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start it, bro. I really am. I'm gonna start it because I'm sick of seeing just young brothers dying from senseless shit for no reason. Because you got an argument? Leave it at an argument. Why somebody gotta die for that? Man, yo, man, that motherfucker stole like them. Lost 20 today. You don't gain 20 tomorrow. Money's fake. Oh, it's the principle. Nah, fuck the principles. Principle is you going to fucking jail. Well, that principle. I know I keep saying jail. I know I keep saying prison. I want to put that and print that shit in your mind because ain't no fucking way somebody gonna fuck my money up. No fucking way. Nobody gonna get me to a point to where I want to light their asses up. I don't. Unless you are trying to actively hurt my family. That's the only way. Unless you're actively a threat. That's the only way. So we start with love, man. We start promoting each other, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Promote each other with the positive shit. I'm seeing kids doing robotics class. I'm seeing black kids with 15 that are going to college at 15. Man, them stories is never talked about by our own fucking people. But it's out there. They out there, baby. It's like yo, a black kid did the fucking Lego shit on fucking on Spider-Man. What is the kid was like 14? It's just sick, man. This shit is sick, and we ain't talking about that shit. We need to start promoting each other, dog. I know. I'm sorry. I understand. I know. Hopefully, I did not exclude a bunch of the other halves of people. My bad. All right, I'm just my bad. My blackness came out. It broke my heart, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know you guys is like y'all don't understand. It broke my heart. That's all it was. It broke my heart to see a father to see him carrying his son's casket. It broke my fucking heart. And I feel like this is it's a fixable thing. It's just it starts with the community as a whole. Like I remember when they did the Chirac movie. That was the dumbest fucking movie ever. That shit was horrible, dog. I can't believe like Nick Cannon actually thought that shit was gonna work. Like that movie was gonna work. That shit was fucking horrible. I'm sorry, my bad. I went on a tangent on that one. All right, so that's where I'm at, man. We gotta start with love, man. I know I keep saying it. I know I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do better at promoting, different black artists and black podcasts and things like that, man. I love it. I met a bunch of black podcasters at Comapalooza. You know what I'm saying? We're all nerds, so I loved it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope to work with them soon. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the culture. That's where I'm at with all this shit, man. I know I keep saying the culture, but I want to change the culture to a community, man, because a community is better. It's different. It's motherfucker. It's people helping each other. A community, a neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood. Motherfuckers, man. It was so cool when growing up in Philly and they block off a whole neighborhood and everybody's dancing and playing basketball and shit like that. And the fire hydrant gets cut on and things. It was cool, man. It was a good time. And we need that. We need that back. Everybody put the guns down, put the syringes down, do all the rest of it. No more drug dealing on the corners where kids are fucking walking past shit. All that, man. Why can't we do that? Why is that hard? I would love to hear it. Why is that a difficult thing to ask? Okay. Sorry, my bad. I had to fucking think about shit. So, also, I would like to understand this shit too. Also, I'm sorry, this might actually cut off the rest of the fandom. Yo, so this dude, well, actually, we was part of the fraternity together, sadly. But he said, "What the fuck did he say?" I probably got blocked off that shit too because I was talking about shit. Um, Something about he likes seeing Sounds of Freedom doing better than Indiana Jones. The woke something isn't working. I love it, or some dumb shit like I absolutely love it, or some dumb shit like that. I'm trying to understand this. First of all, because there is a female lead in an action movie, does not mean that the movie is fucking woke. First of all. Secondly, we have Tomb Raider. So that dispels all those rumors. We had a Tomb Raider video game in the mid 90s and then had a fucking video and then had a movie. Like, what are you talking? Had multiple Tomb Raider movies with Angelina Jolie's fine ass. Where the fuck do y'all get off with this shit? Like, you're reaching, right? That's a reach. Oh my gosh, Sound of Freedom did this, that. Yeah. Listen to me, man. I want to make sure it's understood and completely understood. I would like to know if Sounds of Freedom is actually like putting any type of their proceeds towards child trafficking. Child trafficking. I would love to see if they did that. There's been quite a few movies out there that have exploited the innocent. Right? Well, I say innocent, right? That sounds about right. There's been a lot of those. There's been a lot of movies that exploit today's problems that have done that and have tricked dumb fucks like that into thinking that is not a woke movie. First of all, what is not like? First of all, I do not agree with child trafficking. I do not agree with child rape or any sex trafficking type shit that goes on. I do not agree with any of that. I will never agree with it, and I will never be a part of it. Just putting it out there, making sure this is being said for future reference. Motherfuckers is out here losing their minds, bro. Like, are you serious? First of all, oh man, this is what pisses me off. I'm sorry. This is going to sound crazy. I understand. They could have used anything else. I'm sorry. They could have used anything else. And this bothers me. And this is why it bothers. I mean, I'm going to tell you why it bothers me soon. My niggas. Why the fuck is it called Operation Underground Railroad? It's called Operation Underground Railroad. Let that shit sink in for a second. Operation Underground Railroad. I'm sorry. Was there no other words to be used to like get child trafficking, get people that are being trafficked out of a place? Any other word? Any other words that are put in that inside of a sentence? It had to be Operation Underground Railroad. It had to be that. Do y'all niggas know what the fucking Underground Railroad was? Do you know why it was called that? Do you understand like what the reasons of the Underground Railroad was? Motherfucker, I'm trying to understand why you are trying to like find your own shit at least. You're doing a great cause, and I appreciate that. I really do. I really do appreciate that you are doing God. You're doing the Lord's work for sure. I would definitely. I applaud you. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the Lord's work. That's exactly what it is. Help saving children, saving the innocent. I'm sorry, not just the children, but the innocent. You're saving them. You're trying your best. Even might die trying to do your best to save these people. I will never, ever, ever downplay that shit. I'll never do it. I do not agree with it. I will never agree with it. But when you motherfuckers sit here and choose the Underground Railroad, why? Other fucking like there's other ways you could have fucking like literally the Underground Railroad. First of all, it's just in case people don't know, the Underground Railroad is how is really what the slaves from the South called a path, like their way back into the North where they possibly can get free. Where it's very possible that you can get sent back to fucking slavery. But I know I've been talking slavery a lot this fucking episode. I'm sorry, but I'm sitting here and I've seen the words and I'm just like it bothers me because like the fuck any words, any other words. I don't even know what other words to be used. It just bothers me because it's like that's that we're going back to slavery now. Like we need to use the Underground Railroad again. Like we need to start doing fucking signals. We need to start using the fucking the fucking the damn, what's the thing that blankets? You gotta start using blankets to start telling codes and shit. We gotta start singing waiting. We gotta start doing those because I'm sitting here like the Underground Railroad was specific to slavery. Is specific to slaves getting back up from the North. American slaves getting back up from the North. What the fuck does that have to do with what's going on now? There's nothing underground about what some of these niggas is doing, right? Am I tripping? There's there's no there's no secrecy about this. Clearly not, because there's a fucking movie. I have no problem with the Sounds of Freedom. I have no problem shedding light on child trafficking. I really don't. I don't have any problem with that. What I do have a problem with is the motherfuckers that come out here and talk to us about, oh, well, you didn't see the movie, so that means that you support child. No, hold on. Let me stop you there. I support the fact that we're trying to stop this motherfucking shit. I support that. That's fine with me. I completely understand. I support that part. What I don't support is the exploitation of that. I would love to know, like I said, I would love to know if they're doing any type of proceeds going towards going towards combating it. I would love to hear that. I would watch the movie if that's the case. Secondly, the motherfuckers is giving out free tickets to go see the movie. How they making money? Oh, pay it forward, motherfucker. Were y'all paying it for? Hold on, the same motherfuckers that talk about this shit. I have a question. Were your parents or you paying it forward when it was for Hotel Rwanda? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Were y'all paying it forward for them? Oh, no, y'all weren't? Okay. Were y'all paying it forward for, I don't know, fucking Blood Diamond? It's crickets. Shit, man. How come y'all didn't pay it forward then? So, is it that you're supporting the cause? Or are you supporting the exploitation of the movie? Or what the movie is exploiting? That's sick. And that's sicker than anything else, my G. That's sick to me. Because you're not actually helping the situation. You're helping shed a light on something that we already knew about. Maybe somebody with boots on the ground and shit. Understandable. But how are you actually helping? What are you actually doing, Pete person that's telling me about this shit? What are you actually doing? Person that's sitting here saying, hey, all the woke movies are, when you go woke, you go broke. Barbie's about to make $1 billion. And most of the message about Barbie is the patriarch. It's a patriarchal, the failures of patriarchal society. It's a woke fucking movie. Going a Billy bitch. Stop reaching. Fucking and this is my last point on this. And then we're going to go to something else. Indiana Jones, yes, has practically a female lead. Harrison Ford is 80 years old. Harrison Ford also broke his fucking leg while shooting the movie. Sorry. They already tried to pass the torch to someone and it didn't fucking work. Shia LaBeouf. They tried to pass the torch and didn't work. The movie was ass. They tried to do it again. This time with a female lead because we need to try something fucking different. Y'all would have been mad if she was black, a female, and gay. That would have set you motherfuckers off. I think it would have set people off more if 007 became that shit. Became that black woman and gay. That would set so many you fuckers off. It's so hilarious. But stop trying to look for dumb shit, please. I'm just asking y'all in the nicest fucking way possible because I will attack it with very, very much ferocity. With a lot of ferocity. Motherfucker, listen, man. I understand that y'all think you're doing the right thing by going to go see a movie that's doing nothing for the fucking cause, and you feel like that you got your merit badge for that. That's cool. You got your merit badge. Good job, man. You sold some cookies. That money's going back into the company. They exploited children. I'm not talking about a certain cookie company that, makes those badges. I'm not saying anything else. But how much money have you spent to combat child trafficking? Actually. Even with Operation Underground Railroad. How many of you fucking actually spent some money doing that shit? Like your hard-earned money that you came from work from. How many of you actually fucking helped? Oh, I paid it forward so somebody could go see a movie. You just put more money inside of Hollywood execs' pockets. That's all the fuck you did. Good job. Good job. You did a great job. If that was the goal, was to virtue signal? Yo, it's so crazy because it's the right and the left. It's not one or the other. It's shit's funny. It's so fucking hilarious that one side will virtue signal and then they will get joked on for being SJWs and all the rest of this shit. And then the other side will do the same exact thing and become the fucking victims and then want to be victimized. Listen, man. Everybody, every group has an asshole, and every group can be right, and every group has a genius. Motherfucker, I don't understand why I just can't go and watch a movie without it becoming political. Okay, we're gonna have a Mexican superhero in the next couple weeks. You gonna be mad about that? Fuck yeah, they are. But there's comics, like over hundreds and hundreds of pages of comics of Jaime Reyes. A lot of motherfuckers gonna be mad about it. Black Panther. Why is he black? What the fuck are we doing here? Somebody's gonna get mad about something. Why can't I just go watch a fucking movie and be it actively made me not want to go see this movie because first of all, it's doing nothing for the cause. It like monetarily, just maybe shedding a light, save our children. Is that what they're saying? Save our children? Is that the hashtag? Save our children? So a hashtag, how much money is that putting towards the fund of Operation Underground Railroad? I love the cause. I just love the name to be fucking changed, like to something else that's not fucking American slavery, not connected to American slavery. Just put it out there. So you trying to make us forget that there was an underground railroad for slaves? I don't understand that part. I don't understand that part either. That's just that's my conspiracy mind. Sorry, don't worry about it. That's my conspiracy mind. But I mean, I would love to see what I can do to help. You know what? You know what? I am going to do that. I want to do that. Yeah, I haven't put y'all out. I want to do what the fuck y'all haven't been doing. Shit. I might put that on Patreon. But this is my last part. I just like to say, man, just go watch a fucking movie and enjoy the movie. Please, without it becoming political. Can we do that? Is that hard for everyone? Is that a difficult thing to do? Oh my gosh, it's a female lead. I don't want it. I don't like seeing girls doing action star stuff. Shut the fuck up. Oh my gosh, they're like pandering towards her. Hey, dumbass. Hey, dumbass. Most of the filming, Harrison Ford couldn't do because he broke his fucking leg. Dumbass. Yes, I can't stop the train. The train is already going. So what the fuck do you want me to do while filming this fucking movie? Do you want me to just be like, look, man, well, Indiana Jones, he can't really hit anybody with a bull rip while he's sitting on a fucking while he's sitting on a wheelchair, or he can't because the technology wasn't there in the 1970s movie. I think it's around that time. So that's a period piece. Yeah, I don't think we can have an 80-year-old dude sit around here, jump out of the fucking window, and break his shoulder or anything like that again. So we're gonna go in a different direction with a possibly able-bodied person, a little bit better able-bodied person until he heals the fuck up. And then we're gonna try to mold the movie around Indiana Jones. Because he broke his fucking leg. Dumbass. Goodness gracious. And also the reading. Last one. Seriously, this is my last shit. I would like everyone to understand that if you're going to go and save lives and things, I want to make sure that you understand that you can fucking read. Okay. I want to make sure that you read vigorously. Motherfucker, I said to this person, you are acting like, no, you are like being simile, right? That's what as or something else. I forgot the other. Sorry, not an English major. Right, simile. No, it's not simile. Yes, it is a simile because you're acting like. You're acting like the small downtown people. Reaching. You are reaching. This person told me that they live in the most diverse city in the world, and I don't understand how you can say that I lived in a small town. The fuck did you just say? Nigga, I said you acting like. I didn't say you acting as. No, not even as. I'm not saying you are a small. This is what I didn't say. I did not say that you are from a small town and that you were reaching. I said that you are like those small town people, aka the people that are advocating for small town and trying to say that it's a great song and First Amendment rights and all the rest of that. But I have a question for those people too, also. But I'll make sure to get this point across real quick. Um, for those you read it like I even spoke it to y'all, and that's what you said. Oh, my guy, you save lives, or you are supposed to be saving lives, and you can't read. It's a fucking problem with me, man. I'm scared, dog. I hope I don't go to the fucking hospital you fucking working at. All right, next. Oh, small town people. There we go. To those that are advocating for First Amendment rights, how many of y'all actually watch CMT? And if you don't know what CMT is, you clearly should not give a shit if that got fucking canceled off that John. Just putting it out there. All right, so we want to talk about mental health. I definitely want to talk about this. I know, I'm doing it late in the podcast, but it's all good. It's gonna be a long ass podcast. I didn't think it was gonna be this long. Like my dude. So I know I had to make it a little bit subtle until I had to make it a little jokey a little bit, but mental health update, man. We're doing okay, doing better than last week, doing better the week before. You know what I'm saying? I get to do a podcast every Sunday or Monday now, or sometimes Monday with Michael Carroll. And what I like about doing the Warrior Cast, which you can guys once again can check out on all podcast platforms, with me and Michael Carroll, talking breaking down every episode of season 3 of Warrior. But I digress. I want people to understand that like doing that podcast has definitely helped a lot. I don't think it's being told. I don't think I've said this a lot, but this helped. Um, Mostly because I have to become more prepared. That's the word I was looking for. I have to be more prepared because I don't want to waste Michael's time, and I also don't want to waste you guys' time not knowing what the fuck going on in the episode and not typing. Like, I'm actually like, if I showed you guys the notes that I got from watching the last episode of Warrior, it would fucking make your heads like it looks like I'm doing a damn dissertation on the fucking TV show, and it helps me. It actually takes me back to school. I know, crazy is weird. I understand, but let me make sure that you understand it. Doing schoolwork, kind of, it calms me. It's weird, but it calms me. It's a calming influence for me. Like, having to write down stuff and do timelines and things. Once again, I know sounds weird, but like I went and did a timeline like a year ago of something of shit that's been going on. I went and did a timeline, and like I didn't know how much I enjoyed fucking doing them shits and how calming of an influence that is over me. Like I was like, all right, man, well, we're gonna write this shit. So every week now, I have to be prepared. And I have to prepare myself to be able to not only practically be a host of a podcast, but also be ready to help, be able to put my points in and also be able to move us along and things like that. Like I want to be prepared because I don't want to first of all, I don't want to let the fans and people that are listening down, but I definitely don't want to let Michael down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him feeling like he has to carry this dead weight. This, what I mean? Like, I mean, I would love for him to stay on the podcast and do more podcasts. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me more prepared, and I like that. So it helps me mentally, like, get my shit right. All right, now everything's in order because normally my mindset is it's in fucking chaos. You know what I'm saying? That I definitely probably had ADHD, just never fucking like got. I don't like going to doctors. I don't trust you fuckers. So I'll diagnose myself. I have ADHD probably. Probably. I like literally I like it's weird because everything has to be a mess for me to find it. Like I know exactly where the shit is if it's a mess. I don't know why. It's just the way my mind works. And what actually calms my mind is actually having to type some shit out. Like, wow, I have to type it out. So weird. But it calms me. So it's a calming influence. So I appreciate doing a podcast with my. I'm gonna have more people on the pod to talk because it's going to help me be more prepared, not just in life, not just in on the podcast, but also in life. It also helps me like not be as fucking chaotic. And like I said, like it's definitely of help. So my mental health state right now, it's getting a lot better. He was talking about his if you guys haven't heard, he was talking about his grandmother and I wanted to chime in and say, I was dealing with, not dealing with, but like, me and my family had to go through, what happened to my grandfather. So, but I didn't want to, you know, because we were gonna be crying. I was gonna be crying. He was gonna be crying. He might have been crying. I don't know, but I definitely would have been crying. And I was like, look, man, we're doing a show called we're talking about a show called Warrior, and like shit, man. But I completely am empathetic to what he was talking about. So it was like it was definitely an experience. We got a little bit more of an biography of some of Michael's life. So mentally doing so I'm doing a lot better though. I do have to say. And I'm going to continue to doing these mental health checkups. And if you need to, I'm telling you, this is here. On the Spotify, if you go to Spotify and listen to the Cruising podcast, you can do what you think of the podcast and leave a mental health update, or on the YouTube, leave a mental health update. How you doing? Just tell me how you're doing. Like I was listening to, I know it's weird, I understand, but yeah, I know it's weird. I'm sorry, but um, or send me a DM. You know what I mean? Say, man, I'm doing well. I don't, or doing, hey man, I just need someone. All that. But I listened to What's Inside of You or Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum. And yeah, I listen to other podcasts. Yeah, all the time. No, but I was listening to it and he has a segment, it's like how you doing? And he talks about his own, struggles with his mental health sometimes and things. And it inspired me to do that, to do mental health checkups with you guys. So like I said, if you need to do it like typing it out and things like that, like I said, I got Spotify. Even if I'll even post the question, how you doing on the Spotify, and you can answer there. And normally it's like anonymous and shit like that too. And YouTube, of course, that's there. You can leave a comment on the YouTube, be like, yo, man, this is how I'm doing. What the fuck? Why does the camera keep changing? Is it me because I'm shaking it? My fault. You can come out, say, hey man, this is how I'm doing, blah blah blah, whatever you need to do. If that helps you, you know what I'm saying? If it doesn't, my bad. I tried to help, but like it kind of like hurt. It kind of like things came into fruition too a little bit this week because yesterday a very talented actor, Angus Cloud, passed away. Like, and of course, and I think it happened all in one day. Like Pee Wee Herman, aka Paul. I'm sorry, Paul Rubin, aka Pee Wee Herman, passed away. I think he was dealing with if I saw correctly, he was dealing with cancer. But Angus Cloud apparently passed away. They say I'm not I'm not saying we died. He just apparently he was struggling with his mental health. And Sinead O'Connor, apparently she was struggling also with losing. I think Angus Cloud lost his father. Yeah, and Sinead O'Connor lost her son. And I don't want to put anything out there until it's actually absolutely said. But it did bring up a mental health thing, mental health debate. Like, yo, guys know, I talk about suicide prevention and things like that on during the month of during Suicide Prevention Month. I lost friends. I've lost quite a few friends due to suicide. Very close one in college. And just just to hear it and to know that like there was no way out of your own mind sometimes. It just sucks. It's a horrible feeling. And I really hope that y'all take like if you're dealing with it, if you having these type of thoughts, please call that number. Please call the suicide prevention number. Please talk to someone. Have conversations with people. Open up. Be an open book. Get a licensed therapist or something. Somebody, bro. Talk to somebody. And make sure that you're opening up. Don't shell up. Open up. I know it's hard. It's hard for me. Trust me. I'm very hard. I might do a podcast, but I'm very, very, very much of a shut in. Don't get it twisted. This is a facade that I'm putting on right now. That I'm very antisocial. I would go to a party like my homeboy Gilla. He was having a album release party, and he was having an album release party, and I'm sitting here in the corner just vibing to the music. I'd rather just sit in the corner, listen, especially for an album release party sometimes, and just vibe in the corner. I want to talk to fucking people. I hate people sometimes. I just don't like people some days. And I will just sit in the corner, just listen to people talking, and then I watch the room and just it's not me being an asshole. It's just that's who I am. All right. I'm not being standoffish. Okay. I'm not even being unapproachable. You can approach me. Trust me. It's okay to approach me. It's fine. But like, it's not you. All right. It's not you. I'm nervous. I get nervous around people. Then I don't know how to talk. I start stuttering. It's the weirdest shit ever now. Like, it's just, it sucks. I deal with it. And also with like dealing with different people passing away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this summer alone has been one of the hardest summers to get through in my life. This has been hard mentally. If I didn't have this podcast, if I didn't have this ether that I'm talking into, I don't know where I would be. I'm not gonna lie to you. Probably like down a whiskey bottle or some shit like that. Like, I'm dead ass serious. This is me opening up to y'all. The shit that I was dealing with, man, like in my mind, y'all already know my mind's already chaotic as is, and dealing with the stuff that happened this summer is just like it's like quicksand. It's quicksand. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Quicksand. What the definition of quicksand? That's exactly what it was. I was trying to climb out of something that kept pulling me back down mentally, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And normally I wouldn't know how to deal with that. I would be shut off for 4 to 5 days, and you won't see me for weeks or something. I would have lost my job for real. I would have lost my job because I can't handle shit like that. I can't handle it. I can't handle that type of news. I can't. It's very hard for me. And this podcast is me doing a podcast really helps. Me talking about it, me talking about my feelings, talking about how this person helped me out, how this person was in my life, how they impact my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it helps to talk about it. It really does. For me, maybe I'm different, but it helps me talk about it and have this conversation with y'all. And hopefully this thought process, this talking about it helps somebody that's dealing with depression or mental health, or you know what I'm saying, even regular health. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope this helps you. I really do. I hope this finds you and brings positive light into your life. Oh, well, not the first like 45 minutes to an hour of this show, but like this right here. I hope it does. I hope it brings so much light in your life. I really do. I don't want to sound like one of those spiritual guru people, but I do hope this helps you and finds you in time. Please call that number. Please talk to a friend. Even if you think that you are being a burden, you are not. You are not. You deserve to be in this world just like anyone else. You deserve it just like anybody else deserves to be on this earth, walking this earth, touching, feeling the air hit you in the face. You know what I'm saying? Smelling great food. Smell of great food. Smell of great pizza. Oh my gosh. Speaking of, nope. We're not gonna do it. Wearing the clothes, getting those new clothes, new shoes, stuff like that. Like things that actually make you happy, things that can actually up your mood. Like, some people like listening to the rain or, the thunderstorms. I don't understand it, but I did. I mean, I don't like rain means I can't go play tennis. That's what it meant. So it's just, sometimes I can listen to rain. It's cool sometimes. It also turns off lights and things sometimes. All right, my bad. Nope, not the negative. See, almost went negative on you. But seriously though, I want this to find you. I want this to help you. If someone came up to me and said, "Man, your podcast definitely brought a light to my life, and I appreciate you for that." Man, you understand. I might cry in your fucking arms. Actually, not might. I will cry in your fucking arms. I will. I will cry in your arms. You could be muscular or woman or dude. It doesn't matter. I'll cry in your arms. I like because just it helps me because I hope that it helps you like it helps me. Sit straight up. I really do. So, like I said, man, definitely, 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 definitely put your mental health ahead of a lot of other things. Because if you ain't got your mental health together, ain't shit gonna feel right. Dead ass. I'm sorry to put it out there. You need your mental health. You need to take care of it. You need to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Do everything you need to do to help yourself. I love you. Just put it out there. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You deserve to be here. That's all I'm going to. That's all you need. That's what you need to know. If I saw you and you was in front of me, I'll hug the fuck out of you. I'll hug you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. So, all right, we're gonna do one review and one review only. Zom 100. Can I say something real quick? This shit is cool as fuck. I love this anime. You know what's great about this anime? It's like a mixture of Slice's life with zombies. And the color palettes on this shit, like at first I didn't think I was gonna like it because like they don't actually have the color of blood. The color of blood is like different colors. You know what I'm saying? And it's about this dude that was working a job that practically was killing him. For 3 years, apparently worked for an exploitive company. That's what they call it, exploitive company. I guess this is a Japanese thing. And he had to work pretty much a mundane shift every day, like 12 to 16 hours, get home, go to sleep, go to work. It's pretty much was his life. Sounds familiar. Um, but then a zombie apocalypse happens. And after 3 years of working at this job, the chick that he was talking to and was, like he fell in love with was banging the boss. And like the zombie apocalypse happens and he starts to write this list down of a bucket list, like of 100 things he wants to do before turning into a zombie. This is what's keeping this kid alive, by the way. His name is Akira. Yeah, crazy. Akira during a zombie apocalypse. Hilarious. And like I don't want to explain the full episode. I mean, the full first there's 4 episodes right now so far. I'm just saying this is a beautiful slice of life show. Like that's like I said, is based in zombie apocalypse like setting. And I am very overjoyed to talk about this show. I cannot wait until the season ends for this show. But Zom 100, I think it was a bucket list before I started to like. I think this actually name was a little bit too long of a name. Just Zom 100. Um, the dude, like literally, this is the first episode. Motherfucker quits his job during the zombie apocalypse. Like he literally just says, "I quit my job." And nigga, you ain't going back to work. The fucking zombie apocalypse is happening. What? But that gave him a different like mindset of like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like I can live my life now. Like that's kind of crazy. Like that helped his mental. Like shit, man. Now my path is clear, baby. And he's gonna go tell the chick they love her and shit like that. But things went sideways. And also don't get connected to people. especially people that you think they're going to like you expect to stay connected to. Don't get too connected. That's all I can say. It's like fucking Walking Dead, but like more cheery and less action. It's like not really. What's weird is normally my animes need to have action and shit in it. This has like zero action. It's just this dude living his life, living his best life during the zombie apocalypse. That's literally, he's living his best life while zombies are walking the earth and are running and trying to eat him. The motherfucker, one of the episodes went to go find his best friend. Another one, he's trying to get a fucking TV and have dinner with a waitress or a flight attendant. Like it's what? Like he's doing like everyday shit while a fucking zombie apocalypse is happening and there's no action. Like there's none whatsoever. Now it gets a little freaky, but just putting it out there, just giving y'all a little heads up before you know what I'm saying, you watch this with your kids. Do not watch this with your kids. Yeah. I'm just saying, man, yeah, my man's is living his best life during the shit. So, and the color, like I said, the color palette for it is beautiful. I didn't think I would like it, man. Like I said, but it's beautiful. I definitely am enjoying the fuck out of this show. So definitely check out Zom 100. So, lastly, I'm going to say this is going to be a very, very brief review of me seeing Teenage Mutant Turtles Mutant Mania. Mayhem. It's Mayhem? Mutant Mayhem. Go watch that shit. That's all I'm telling you. Go watch it. Go watch it. Enjoy it. No. Go watch it and enjoy it. I want to have a full review, full spoiler review next Monday. Okay. All right. Full spoiler fucking review next Monday of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mania. I think that's the name of it. The Seth Rogen produced fucking movie. Okay. It's about to come out this week. You will not be disappointed. You're welcome. First of all, in advance, you're welcome. Secondly, you won't be disappointed. I love you. So once again, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Oh, by the way, one more thing. Bleach Tuesday is being moved to Bleach Wednesday. We're doing a Bleach review tomorrow. Sorry, today was like a very important subject for me to talk, very important subjects to talk about today. So I wanted to make sure there will be a Bleach Wednesday. Okay. Sorry, Bleach Tuesday. We'll be back next Tuesday, but tomorrow we will have a Bleach review. Don't get it twisted. I did not forget, but there will be a Bleach review tomorrow. If especially if time will permit. I don't give a shit. Time will permit. I will do a Bleach review. Putting it out there. So with that, also where you can find the Cruising Podcast, where you can find latest updates to the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube. What the fuck am I doing? We're gonna redo this, okay? This might be bloopers. All right, this might be the live action bloopers. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, anywhere else you can find your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. And please leave a rating and review, like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave a rating and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps with visibility and engagement. That'll be great. I will love you for it. I might kiss you in the forehead. If that's what you like forehead kisses, I'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You like big hugs where your ribs almost break? I got you. You know what I'm saying? Not, but with your consent, of course, for sure. I need your consent before I do some weird shit like that. Okay, just putting it out there. Also, you need my consent to do some weird shit. Just putting it out there. I do not consent until it is presented towards me, and then I am able to make the choice. Just putting it out there. So with that, I would like to say, love you guys. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.